Hello, hello, everybody. Game 6. Let me get all set up here. Give me one moment. Do. We'll do that. Yes. We had a couple people chat before you, Leafs fans. It's rare. Rare that happens. Very sad and distressed Leaf fan. Championship never dies. I've been... Hold on, we'll get to it. Give me one moment. Let me get set up here. Let me notify Discord, as I usually do. All right. Notified Discord. Notified Instagram. We're all good to go. All right. So, a few things before we get started here, before the game starts. First of all, we have some lineup changes. Callie Yarncroke and Pontus Holmberg are back in the lineup. Robertson and Kampf are out. Kind of shocking, but also not at the same time. Obviously, last game was terrible, and both of them came into the lineup. But Robertson did score, so it's a little shocking that he's out. But I guess Berube thought that we did well enough with the lineup before, so we're going back to the lineup that we had for basically most of the series. This could be Marner's last game as the Leaf. Tavares as well, depending. For myself, I'm going to say, strangely enough, I've felt kind of calm. I've had a little bit of roller coasters. I was fairly calm when they lost last game. I didn't freak out too much. I was kind of laughing for most of it. As I was going to bed, though, I got like a little bit more frustrated. I wouldn't say angry, but maybe like disappointed and sad. When I woke up the next day, and for about half of the next day, I was definitely sad and angry. And then probably about like 6 p.m. last night, I started going, you know what? Nah, let's go. Like, they're gonna win this. They got this. And so, yeah, I just I'm kind of in the mood of like, I want them to win this. I think that they can win this. If they don't, they don't. It's whatever. It happens. But I'm just gonna... I might as well... You know, I saw a tweet. I don't know if I can pull it up because I don't remember if I saved it or not. But I saw a tweet that basically said, I might as well believe for one more weekend. Because what's the point? You know, I believed for like 20 years for myself. I believe for the past 20 years. What's one more weekend? Why not? So, I'm going to believe. I'm going to believe, even though, do they deserve my belief? Do they deserve my hope? You can argue no, but I'm going to. That's how I'm going into Game 6, so we'll see. I'm surprised Robertson came out considering he was the only Leaf to score. Yeah, I think it was just because it was such a bad game. Like, just overall, not even Robertson in particular, that he just said, screw it. My brother, I know we don't know one another, but I'm feeling the positive vibes. Yes, sir. Love you, brother, no matter what happens. Go, Leafs, go. Hell yeah, Josh. Go, Leafs, go. Indeed. Let's do this. You always got to believe in your team, man, even when they don't give you hope. I cheered for the Leafs for so long. Might as well not give up. Exactly. Let's just believe. And yeah, other fan bases might make fun of me for believing. Might make fun of you for believing. Because they haven't shown you really a reason to believe. But screw it. Why not? I'm going to believe. Game 6. J. Wall starting a net for the Leafs. A 3-1 record, 140 or 1.4 goals against average, 950 save percentage when facing eliminations. Bobrovsky in potential clinching games, 10-6, 902 save percentage, 2.94 goals against average. Why not tonight? Let's do this, boys. Let's do this. I'm gonna start a poll. Who wins tonight? Leafs, Panthers. Let's see. Apparently the Leafs went for a swim in the Atlantic Ocean today. Or yesterday. Maybe that'll wake him up a little bit. Hopefully the Maple winners tonight. Hopefully the Maple winners. I bust out the game used Rosen tonight. Need some superpower jersey action. Yes, sir. Here's Marchand. That one blocked into the corner. Showed a clip of Craig Rubin. Looks feisty on the bench. Yeah. Well, hopefully the team comes out with that feistiness as well. And a quick change here for that top line. So some people saying that Joseph Woll shouldn't play tonight. And I'm like, you're really far behind me. Am I behind or you're behind? Oh gosh. I'm gonna quickly refresh just to make sure that I'm not the one behind. Because that was an icing call. I'm behind. Oh wait. You're behind. Interesting. Okay. Weird. Are they watching online or on your TV? If you're watching online, maybe refresh. Sometimes on the Sportsnet Plus, like on Sportsnet themselves, their webpage, Yard Media Plus. Yeah, that might do it. Sometimes even then I have to refresh and then it catches up a little bit. Sometimes it'll say that I'm up to date and then I refresh and then it's like, no, I'm like way behind. Right, battle along the far boards here. Bennett plays it back to Kulikov, who got one of the goals. Bennett gets checked, no, sent in front, and good block there. Domi got a stick on it, and now that was sent out. Good defensive play from Domi. Oh, I just got signed out. What the hell? That's what I get for refreshing. Oh, come on. Give me a second. Oh, no. Why did I get signed out? Hasn't happened yet during a Leaf game. It's happened to me when I'm watching other games. Oh, gosh. That would be so funny if, okay. I was gonna say that would be so funny if someone scored in the time that I was watching, or I was trying to sign back in. No, we're good. Alright. Now we're in it. Ooh. McCabe checked behind the net. He's able to get back on it and send it up ahead to Nyes. We need a big game from this first line. Potential last game for Mitch Marner. Big game for Matthews. Nyes will come back, retrieve the puck. Spinning away from Marchand. Back for Riley. It's tipped in. It's this it's this Luostarinen line that's out here. Luostarinen, Lundell, and Marchand. It's what it's the matchup Maurice likes against the first line. Ekblad shot from the point, blocked in front and played away. Marner will carry it out, flip it to Holmberg, who just plays it in. Leafs on the forecheck, so it's Holmberg out there with the second line. That's the lineup. And that is offside. Oh no, they say that's icing. So there's a good stick by Domi. Verhaeghe trying to set it in front, and just gets a good stick on it. Here's McCabe. He gets pressured by Nosek and knocked down, but able to get it back up and get onto it. 2008, the Tampa Bay Lightning, the minor league affiliate with the Norfolk Admiral and Augusta Lynx. Interesting. Vars wins the draw, but Panthers able to gather it up. Go Maple Leafs. So true. So true. We need big game from the Maple Leaf. Stop looking nervous and lock in. So true. Talking to me or the team, because it may be a little bit of both. That's going to be another icing. No icing. I don't know why that's not icing, but Patches. Pass to Domi. McMahon in. Come on, McMahon. That plus. Back to Tanev. They're able to keep it in. There's Patches and someone else got tangled up behind the play as the Panthers come out. Oh, here comes Bennett. Shot! Good save by Joseph Woll. That was their first shot 4.5 minutes in. Yeah, I know people are saying Joseph Woll should not play tonight. I don't know why. People were saying that, like, what, are you going to play Matt Murray? You're really going to play Matt Murray, who has played two NHL games this season? And the last one was, like, I think they were both in December. And then, obviously, I mean, he played a little bit last game, but like, I'm sorry, you're not playing Murray. Like, it's not even an option. Forsling shot. He was looking for a tip, but Gadjevich didn't get a stick on it. We stopped the cycle here, and now Lee pass up for Yarncroke. Off his stick, tipped in. Now he goes on the forecheck against Forsling. That one played up, but comes back, and Yarncroke able to get it in. Lawton behind the net. Trying to battle against Forsling. Go Panthers, go. Nah, come on, man. You can't be saying that. Bad. Bad Sore-Tooth Tiger. Bad. No. Get out of here. Get out of here. Just kidding. I don't care if you say it or not. It's up to you. As long as you're not a dick about it. I don't, All right, Matthews out there. They win the draw shot from the point, and that goes wide. Matthews trying to jump on that puck. His stick was in Nosek's arm. No call on there. Matthews knocks it down, and is there a penalty? Greer is down on the ice. Oh my god. Benoit. Benoit is going to get an interference call. Here's the shot by Benoit. Oh, it's a blocker save by Bobrovsky. Dude, I think Greer milks that one a little bit. He stayed down long. Is it an interference call? Yes, sure. But Greer stayed down longer. It looked like he was like, whatever. Panthers win the draw. Leafs need to kill this one. Verhaeghe down low. Reinhart back for Verhaeghe. Reinhart will wrap it around. Barkov down low. Back for the point. Jones with it here. Getting pressured by Marner. Over to Barkov. His shot stopped. Rebound. And Tkachuk got a little shot at Woll after he covered it. Woll's been pretty good when facing elimination. He has 3 wins, 1 loss, and that was the overtime loss against the Panthers in Game 5 in 2023. Of course, a memorable game, at least a memorable ending with Gouda screaming in his face. But the Panthers win the draw here. There's a shot from the point, tipped, doesn't get to the net. And Lawton can't get it out. Panthers will keep it in. Verhaeghe, he's getting pressured. He'll send it down deep for Barkov. Barkov trying to send it in front, blocked by Tanev. Back in the corner. Now it's Verhaeghe across. Here's Tkachuk, shot. And that gets blocked. McCabe trying to send it out. Not quite hard enough. Verhaeghe has some time. His shot. And he put it wide. And that ricochets back out. That's a huge ricochet. Gives some changes for the Leafs. I would love to see Canes play the Leafs. That would be a fun series. Marchand trying to get it to the far side, and it's getting blocked up. Good job by Yarncrook to find the puck and clear it. Hey, Rick. Canada's pretty good. You're meh. That's too bad. Now, Bennett. Marner will cut that off, and a good little play there to Carlo, and they're able to get it out. 16 seconds left to go on the penalty kill. Marchand getting around his man, and now that puck back to the point. Forsling across Mikkola, shot, tipped, and that just goes wide. Sent back in front by Marchand, and the Leafs will send it out. And that does it for the power play. 2 shots for the Panthers, but the Leafs kill it off. A huge kill for them. Now they need to get their legs going. Here's Nylander to Holmberg. Back for Tavares. His shot goes wide. Carlo, shot, deflects in front. Tavares can't get that to the front of the net. Boakfist tied up, but Tavares has to come back to center. He'll get it to Nylander, who puts it down for Holmberg in the offensive zone. Behind the net to Tavares. Sharp angle shot goes wide. Now Carlo on it. He sends it to the front. Stopped. Rebound. Oh, and it just goes through the crease. Holmberg trying to find Tavares in front. Holmberg gets knocked down. And now Forsling. He'll reverse and break the checking. And he's able to get it back out to center. Leafs played in as they make a change. Panthers will do the same. Good pressure after the penalty kill for the Leafs. That was a good second line shift. Let's see if they can follow up with something here. Kulikov breaking out, sends it to Barkov, who will dump it in. Now it's a pass in front, blocked. Shot from the point, blocked again. Reinhart sends it back to the point. Jones, another opportunity, holding on. Now that shot deflected. Nice diving play by Domi to get it away from Reinhart. Domi, 2 huge defensive plays here. Only 9 minutes into the first. Now it's a battle in the corner. Ekman Larsson's there. Verhaeghe will send it to the far side. Jones at the point holds it in. Sends it down low. Verhaeghe gets taken down. And that's another penalty against the Leafs. It's a tripping call, and it's the ref out at center that makes the call, not the ref in the zone. I mean, it is a tripping call. Here's a great play by Domi. Domi just diving as Reinhart was all alone. It's a penalty. Both of them have been penalties. Both of them have been penalties. But god fucking damn it, guys. You can't take penalties like this. We saw what happened when you took 4 penalties in the first period. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I want to see the Leafs play the Whalers. Carolina should rock that gear in the playoffs. Would be nice. And Sylvia could take me way too seriously ranting. Bring it up. It's too bad, Rick. Sorry to hear that. Where is Cody Glass? I don't think... Cody Glass. With the Devils right now. Does he still have a contract? I don't know. Let me go to Puckpedia for him. He did sign a 2-year... Okay, he's an RFA. He could go to... Well, I mean, he's an RFA, but it's possible. Maybe he goes to the Blackhawks. Who knows? Already 2 penalties taken in this game. This is how we lost the series, so frustrating. Yeah, Domi's been good defensively so far. 2 really good plays from him. But yeah, they can't keep taking penalties. Florida's power play has been too good. And we saw in game was it game 4, right? Yeah, I don't think it was game 5. It was in game 4 where they took 4 first period power play or penalties. Yeah. Now, draw one by the Panthers. Jones down for Hagee. Back for Jones. Across. Tkachuk fakes the shot. Holds on. Barkov, actually, sorry. Barkov to Jones. Jones down low. Sent in front, and it's tipped away from Tkachuk. Good defensive play there by Matthews. Verhaeghe sends it to the far side. And Marner trying to get it out just past Jones. Jones got a piece of it, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Reinhart. He'll dump it in. What's my Grail Leafs gamer jersey? I'll get to that in a second. Barkov with it here. His shot tipped, and that goes wide. I think maybe Benoit got the stick there. Sent to the far side. Tkachuk holds it. Nice job by Benoit. He fans on it, though. Doesn't get it out. That's bad. Here's Barkov. Tipped. And sent in front. Stopped. It's loose. And now played away by Carlo. And is able to go out to center. Wow. Benoit really needed to get it out there, and Leafs somehow survive for one moment. There's still 40 seconds left, though, on the penalty kill for the Leafs. Good job by McCabe to stop it up. They get it to Lorentz. Lorentz chipping it out and gets back down. Now Schmidt, second unit out there for the Panthers as they gather up some speed. It's Bennett with it. He gains the zone, plays it down low. Tanev chips it around for McCabe. McCabe tried to get it to Lawton, and he's able to get it off the boards and out. And that is probably going to do it for the power play, as there's 5 seconds left to go. Boakfist gets around Matthews, but he played it out of his reach, and now here comes Matthews with it. Matthews, he gets checked by Bennett, but Marner over the zone. Back for Matthews! Shooting! And that's deflected wide. Matthews with a good forecheck. Gets in Marner up front. Nice! Oh, good save by Bobrovsky as he stretched out the left leg to deny. Nice from the goal. Matthews, quick shot off a body into the corner. Marner on it. Shot by Riley, tipped. Saved. Schmidt lifts it high and gets it back out to center. Riley trying to get it back in, but now he goes back in his own zone. Leafs are getting pressured here. They need to be careful as they're making a change. Riley, quick lead pass, and that's deflected. Not icing. Mikula in his own zone, trying to send it to Nosek. It's tipped back out for Verhaeghe. Now sent down. Here is Holmberg with it. Holmberg's getting checked by Verhaeghe. He'll play it back for Benoit. Across to Ekman-Larsson. Holmberg through the center, and his pass knocked down, but Ekman-Larsson jumps back on it. Tavares trying to back pass to Nylander. Nylander goes around, shot in front, and that's a right pad save by Bobrovsky. Now it's sent back out to center. Good job by Carlo to make sure Barkov doesn't get past him. Leafs, couple of chances off of another penalty kill. Now McMahon, he tries to get in, knocked down by Forsling. Domi cutting in! His shot muffled, sent back to the point just out of the reach of Riley, and back down into the Leafs end. Pacioretty gets hit hard, but he makes the play to Carlo. And he'll chip it back out to center here. McMahon trying to jump on that. Domi there as well. Domi on it. Gets around the check. He sent in front and just tied up was Pacioretty. Now McCabe down for Domi. Domi, who's been all around the puck. Back for McCabe. Shot. And that's blocked in front. And Bobrovsky holds on as McMahon is on top of Bobrovsky. That's going to cause a huge scrum in front. Lundell and Pacioretty going at each other. Lundell on McMahon. That's exactly what you want to see from the Leafs. That is huge from them. Marner sent in front, nice backhand on Bobrovsky, stretching out the left pad. Nice, couldn't get any elevation on it. And then here's McMahon, who kind of falls down in front. He's on top of Bobrovsky-ish. But that's a good response from the Leafs. Both times after their penalty kill, they've got the pressure going. It's good to see. Domi's look strong so far, which is also good to see. Domi's look good. Boy, McMahon, get on Bobrovsky. Exactly. So my Grail Leafs gamer jersey. Well, I mean, currently, like, of what I could actually possess, it's a good question. I've never really thought of it. Obviously, like, these are jerseys that I don't even know if, like, I could possibly get. Like, a Matthews rookie, or inaugural, well, I guess his rookie game jersey would be cool. A Sundin jersey, one of his jerseys would be really sweet. Yeah, it's I don't know. There's a lot. What do you think about Matthews this series? I mean, it's difficult. I think, like, obviously people are dunking hard on Matthews. I do think he had a bad game 5. Everyone did. The thing with Matthews is, obviously, yes, he is not scoring. It sucks. It's annoying. That is what he's known for. Should he be scoring, you would very much like it to, yes. You like him to, yes. But he's obviously injured. Like, we've known that for literally the entire year, pretty much. Like, he went to Germany. He had, he was getting looked at. He couldn't get a surgery. They said that he wasn't getting a surgery until the offseason. I mean, he didn't really look like the Austin Matthews that we've known. 1 second here. Sorry, I needed to burp and I didn't want to do it into the mic. But yeah, like, big hit there by Holmberg. Oh, okay, they're calling it a hand pass. I thought they were going to call a penalty on Holmberg, and I was going to be like, bullshit. But yeah, Matthews hasn't been Matthews basically the entire year. He has been pretty good defensively. He got a little bit weaker once Florida has matched him against the Lundell line instead of the Barkov line. But when he was up against the Barkov line, he's looked really, really good. He's looked good in this game so far. But yeah, like, I think I both think people are being maybe a little bit too hard on him, but I also understand why people are being so hard on him. It's a little bit of both. Because he's injured, but also people are like, well, he's injured every year, and he's been injured a lot, so, like, it's difficult. Like, here they are, though, in the offensive zone. Nyes back to the point. Ekman-Larsson across. Benoit trying to get it to Nyes that he was tied up, so couldn't get a tip on that, but now he's spinning around Jones, trying to work his way in front. Goes back to the point. Ekman-Larsson with a shot stopped. Rebound, Matthews on it, sent back in front. Ekman-Larsson at the point again, down for Matthews. Matthews holding on, gets it to Benoit, to OEL. Back for Matthews, out of his reach. He lifts the stick of Barkov and now sends it in front, and that just goes wide. Matthews had a chance in the slot the first time in the series. Yeah, he has not had plenty of those. Like I said, like, Verhaeghe, his shot, and he just puts it wide. Maybe Wool gets a piece of it. McMahon trying to work his way around Kulikov. He gets past him, but doesn't have much help. Kulikov, he was looking for McMahon. He wanted to lay him out. Now Yarncroke back in the lineup. He'll send it down low for McMahon. McMahon, good battle there. Back in front and just missed the stick of Yarncroke. Verhaeghe trying to get it out. McMahon holds the zone. Kulikov knocks it down and gets it back to Tkachuk. That one is going to be an icing call against the Panthers. Good luck. Thank you, Jake. Yeah, like... Because, like, with Matthews, it's like, okay, like, do you... Like, I know people say he's injured, but that's not an excuse. But it kind of is an excuse, right? Like it is. But I also get, like, I don't know. I get people saying, you know, it's not an excuse. He has to still be better even though he's injured. But also at the same time, it's like, he's a human being. It's not like he can just be like, oh, no, I do want to score, actually, so I'm going to score now. Like, that's just not how it works. Even though as much as we would love to, it's just not quite how that works. Riley throws it to the front. Tavares, I think, maybe blocked that. Carlo lead pass up ahead. Tavares in. But now here comes the Panthers. It's a 2-on-1. Luostarinen and Marchand. Luostarinen stops up, holding on. His shot. And I think Wool got a piece of that one. As it was a 2-on-1. Holmberg comes back, but Luostarinen just stopped up and completely just got away from him. Now Matthews is on. He carries it up the ice, trying to work his way around. Out of his reach, poked away by Bobrovsky. Now sent around to the far side. OEL trying to get to Benoit. And that was out of his reach. Leafs have to go back to center. Nyes. He'll dump it in. This first line's look good so far in this game. Jones. Good forecheck here by Marner. Trying to take it away from him. Matthews. Or actually, I think that was maybe McMahon with the big hit there. Reinhart in the zone. He'll cut back, you know, goes in deep. Plays it back to the point. Across, there's a shot, and that one is wide. Comes back to the point. Schmidt will play it down low, and Ekman-Larsson on it. Off the boards, trying to spring Lawton, but it was intercepted and now played right back in. Careful, guys. This is one that you don't like to see. It's this fourth line out here now for the Panthers. Kulikov cuts down low. He'll play it behind the net. Gadjevich trying to go after it. Good job there by Yarncrook to get it to his man. Now Benoit plays it up to Lorentz, and he gets it down. Leafs will make a change. Matt Ginn, former goaltender, now head coach of the Gladiators right now. Interesting. Forsling up ahead for Tkachuk. He'll tip it in, but McCabe breaks it up. Two Leafs collide. And now, that was almost bad news for the Leafs, but Tanev is able to recover there, and that one is tipped into the benches. Here's Luostarinen, his stop up. Holmberg did not expect it whatsoever. And then Luostarinen holds on for a long time. That's a great job by Riley to get back. I thought Wool got a piece of it. No, it was Riley. Luostarinen held on for a long time there. I think if I was a Panthers fan, I would maybe want him to shoot it a little bit quicker. Marchand was in front. Leafs defender was trying to get him out of the way. Like, just rip it. But oof. A pretty good game for the Leafs so far, even though they've had the 2 penalties. They've looked good on the penalty kill. I'm going to blow my nose here. All right. I thought I might as well take that opportunity now while there's not play going on. Oof. Man, come on. we gotta get one though. The Leafs have looked good, but we gotta get one. 2:10 left to go here in the first. Shots 7-2 in favor of the Leafs. Bennett's going to get waived, so Verhaeghe taking the draw against Tavares. Uh-oh. They're saying Nyes is maybe in some discomfort on the Leaf bench. And now here comes the Panthers. Good job by Tavares to intercept that pass. He flips it out to center, just out of the reach. Yeah, Nyes is still hunched over here. Fuck, Nyes is not coming out when the Matthews line is coming out. Let's see. He goes to take a hit, or he goes to throw a hit on Mikkola. And Mikkola reverse hits. Jeez, oh no, dude. So McMahon will take his spot on this first line, but he does not look comfortable at all. And it was a while since he had played, and he was still not looking comfortable. Carlo in his own zone. Bank pass to Riley, who will get it up ahead. Marner trying to get it out, but he's checked there by Jones. Here comes the Panthers, and a fan there by Barkov. Matthews will get it just out. Boakfoot's back in. From what I've seen for the Leafs, they had nothing like this in Game 4 and 5. Yeah, this was the Leafs team that we saw in Games 1 and 2. We did not see this. And a little bit of 3 as well. But that was going to be an offside call. But yeah, they were not like this. Nyes is still hunched over on the bench, dude. Fuck, man. Yeah, I really hope Nyes is okay. The only positive thing is that it's towards the end of the period here. So maybe he's able to kind of gather himself for the second, but that is not a good look. What are you sipping in that cup tonight? It's a little bit of Fireball and root beer. And that is going to be offside for the Leafs again. Kulikov, you don't need to throw a check after that. Come on. This is Van Riemsdyk, brother James and Trevor with the New York Islanders. Maybe. They could. It's always cool to see brothers play together. .9 seconds left to go here in the period. Domi, Jarnkrok, and Pacioretty out there as that puck is sent down. Mikkola reverses and gets it up. Good hold there by Carlo. He will send it back down low. Domi trying to send it to Jarnkrok in front. He was checked. Lundell plays it out, but he's back in their own zone. They'll get it out and tip it down low. Make a change with 30 seconds left to go here in the first period. Mikkola will just settle it down behind his own net. Wait for his teammates to change. Lead pass up ahead. And that was tipped by Tkachuk, but it goes up and out of play. So there will be a whistle. One more whistle here. 2025 playoffs for their defense. 10 goals, 25 points, 4 game-winning goals, 2 power play goals, 6 different D-men with a goal. Game 5, there was 3 different defensemen with a goal. Is that what I just heard? Like I said, I usually have the broadcast fairly low, so I can hear some things, but I don't always catch the full statement that they give out. And Forsling gets it down low with 5 seconds left. That one played away. Sent to the front, but deflects wide as the period ends. So 0-0 is the score. The Leafs had 7 shots. Panthers with 2. And both of those shots came on the power play. So the Panthers had no shots. I don't think the Panthers had any shots on goal after that first power play. I'm pretty sure they got both of those shots on the first power play. So they went like 10 minutes plus without a shot on goal. The Panthers did. The Leafs look good. The Leafs looked really good. 2 dumb penalties, but outside of that, they they came out hard after those penalties. They had really good shifts. Right after it, the Matthews line looked good. We'll see how Nyes is. Obviously, the big concern coming out of that period is Matthew Nyes, whether he's going to be good to go for the second or not. First time this series, no score after the first. Oh yeah, I guess so. So yeah, Nyes is concerning. My only hope is that the intermission gives him some time to rest and get regrouped, and he's good to go for the second. But if he's not, that is going to be pretty difficult. Who would I want up on that first line then? They were putting McMahon out there. I mean, McMahon or Pacioretty. I guess you could load up Nylander, but then Nylander does usually get extra shifts, especially when someone is injured. But he usually gets those extra shifts on the third line and the fourth line. So maybe you do just keep McMahon up there and then have Nylander take extra shifts on the third line. But they were putting Yarncroke out there on that third line. So we'll see what they do. Brensod with the Wild. He could. Possible. The Wild do have a lot of cap space. Now that both the Suter and oh my god, what was the other contract? Why can't I remember? It was Suter and why am I blanking? Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. Puckpedia. I gotta take a look now. Where's the Wild? Parise, god damn. That's embarrassing. But those big cap hits, because this year, those ate up $14.6 million of their cap. 14.7, I guess, actually, was in the Parise and Suter buyouts, and then for the next 3 seasons, it's 1.6. So it's still quite a bit for the Wild, but that's 13 million cap space coming off of their books for literally without losing a player. That's huge for them. Huge. And the thing is, if Marner walks, you got to get someone to replace him. Yeah. I mean, look, Marner's walking either way. Literally, I think it doesn't matter what the Leafs do. If the Leafs lose tonight, if they lose on Sunday, if they win this series and continue on, and I mean, honestly, maybe even if they win the Stanley Cup, right? Let's go crazy here, and let's say they win the Stanley Cup. I think he still walks. I think the Leafs, I mean, maybe not if they win the Cup, but definitely if they lose the series, no matter what, I think he walks. So you kind of have to decide, you do have to replace him. Maybe you just move Nylander up and you try and find a second line right winger. That makes it a little bit easier for you. Still not super easy, but it makes it a little bit easier. But yeah, obviously the big discussion of the past couple of days, I saw a lot of people being really excited, or at least saying, Marner's going to be gone, Tavares is probably going to be gone. It's kind of funny because I saw a lot of people throw Yarncroke in there, they were naming big guys, and then Yarncroke was in there randomly, and I'm like, okay, Yarncroke's probably gone. I'm not, obviously I'm a Yarncroke lover, big supporter of Yarncroke, but also okay, if Yarncroke leaves, that's whatever. It's not gonna change a lot with Yarncroke leaving. He isn't. I like him, but he is a guy that's pretty easily replaced. I do think that he hasn't. His season's been difficult because he missed so much of it. he only played, what, like 20 games or whatever like that. So it's been a difficult season for him. And I think that's, but also at the same time, people were pointing out he has like 5 goals in 103 playoff games, something like that. So that's not a great stat. As much as I love Yarncrook, it's not a great stat. So let me double check to make sure. Yeah, 5 goals in 103 playoff games. So that's pretty tough. But he's not, like, even though he can put the puck into the net sometimes, like, he's usually probably like a 10 to 15, maybe sometimes a 20 goal scorer. He's not a huge offensive threat. That's not really what he is known for, I would say. He's more of the defensive side. And I think especially, when you are a fourth liner, like in general, I think defensive abilities is harder to kind of see for a lot of casual fans. Well, even hardcore fans, I think the defensive aspect, people just don't notice as much, and myself included. Like, I'm in that. I'm not saying that I'm, excused from that, but I do think his defensive abilities are pretty good, and I think that's what a lot of people just don't really realize. But he's still a guy you can replace, I think. Would all these fans actually be upset if we end up re-signing Marner? Yeah, I think a lot of them would be. It's like the thing is like, even for me, like, hypothetically, let's say I don't want to jinx anything. I just hate speaking things out loud. Let's say an event happened tonight that would be unfortunate for the Leafs, if you get my drift, right? And Marner left. Like, theoretically, John Tavares. I really like Tavares a lot. I think he had a really good season. I think he's been good in these playoffs as well. I think he's been effective for the Leafs. It would be difficult for the Leafs to try and find a second-line center to replace him. But also, at a certain point, you gotta do something new. So I do think people would be upset if Marner resigns. Literally, I think the only way people would not be upset if Marner resigns is if the Leafs win the Cup. That's a little bit too dark. I just don't like the ring light in my glasses. It's annoying me. But I don't know if I can do a whole lot about that. Mark Foligno with the Senators? Maybe. Yeah, I think the only way that Leafs fans would be fine with Marner resigning is if they win the Cup. Like, maybe if they go far in the finals and Marner is a huge part of that, I think some people would stomach it, but we should keep JT because there's not that many second-line centers out there in free agency. I mean, we could sign Sam Bennett, but after this series, I don't want him on my team. Yeah, I think for me, yeah, I don't know if I don't think I want Bennett on my team either. I really don't think I do. But yeah, like, it's difficult to replace JT. It's not easy. Like, I don't know off the top of my head his point totals this year, but let's take a look. He had a good year. He had a really good year. In 75 games, 38 goals, 36 assists for 74 points. Like, he's 34 years old. He's getting on the older side, but if you only sign him for a couple of years, like, what more can you ask for out of your second line? Like, that's a pretty good second line center. He's really good defensively. He's good on the faceoffs. He's hard on the forecheck. Like, it's just, I don't want to have this conversation yet. Yeah, I'm going to hold off on this conversation because it's not one that I really want to fully have. I have thought about it over the past couple of days. It's one that I would like to have after the series is done, and I'm fine with having after the series is done no matter if the Leafs come back and win this or not. So I'm going to hold off on it completely. But the Tavares one, I think, is a little tricky, for sure. The Tavares signing is a little tricky. Yeah, I think he does too. I think Tavares wants to be a Leaf until he retires. I don't think if the Leafs do keep him, I think it's because the Leafs want to keep him. I think either way, Tavares wants to stay a Leaf. If he's not a Leaf next season, it's because the Leafs want to do something different. It's not because Tavares. I feel like, at least. I don't think it's a Tavares situation. I think if it was up to him, he probably signs either way. At least in my opinion. But I could be wrong. Obviously, it's not like I know him. You know. Alright, we got 5 minutes left. Not a ton of time. If I want to do Puckdoku, that is not how you spell Puckdoku whatsoever. Puckdoku. Kind of difficult today. It's a difficult one. Ugh. Ooh. Damn, that's a hard one. The problem is, so Puckdoku today. I mean, I'll show it on screen. I don't know if I'll do it. This is Puckdoku today. So 2+ teams played in a season. The WHL, Finland. Problem is, I'm really bad with knowing where people are from, and I'm really bad with who played in the WHL. So theoretically, the only one that I could get with this one, you'll put in the Discord. I'm really bad with where guys are from. Like, I do not know. I do not know at all. And I don't know who played in the WHL. I don't follow the WHL good enough. He steps up in the big moments. I mean, he helped the Islanders and the Leafs end the playoff drought. Yeah. Totally. I'm 100% with you on that one. Is Frank Nazar with the Golden Knights? Not sure. I mean, obviously, Kuzmenko you could do for the Flyers or the Flames. 2 teams in a season. Well, is that just someone who was traded? I guess so. Well, is it 2+ teams? Like, does it have to be 3 teams then? Is it 3 teams or more, or is it 2? Oh, jeez. And I don't know Finnish players. Sorry, I'm just bad at knowing who's from Finland. You put yours in the Discord. I don't know if I want to look though. So if I look, then it's kind of cheating. Okay, I'll ask you this: does Kuzmenko count? Does Kuzmenko count? Well, I guess that's 3 teams, though. He played with 3 teams. Because he was on the Flames, he got traded to the Flyers, and then he went to the... Okay, so the 2 teams count. So it's just someone who was traded. Well, with the Flames... I mean, can't we do... So a player that was traded mid-season. Dude, I feel like there's one on the tip of my tongue. Like, that I feel like should be good. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. Because I got 2 minutes left. Mid-season trade. I obviously want to do it. Like, I don't want to just, like, throw it, like, fucking Kuzmenko, like I've already said. Or, like, you know, fucking... This is why I don't do Puckdoku on stream, man. He's traded to the Leafs of the Flames. Yeah, but I could also do... Did Gilmore get traded mid-season? Or like Lanny McDonald? I don't think so. I don't know. I only got a minute and 30 left. Literally just name a player. Name a player that got traded. I mean, like Kachuk. Actually, no, that was fucking off-season, dude. Idiot. Oh, what a dumbass. The game started, dude. The game's starting. I can't do this. I'll do it in the second intermission. Alright, I'm not going to look at yours. I'm not going to look at yours. I'll do it in the second intermission. And I won't do Stolar's. I'll do another player.
Oh.
I'll do it in the second intermission, though. We'll see if I do the Finland and the WHL, because that's more unlikely for me, because like I said, I'm really bad with that. But I can definitely name someone who was traded on one of those teams. Like that's. I'm going to end the poll, because it was started... I've been streaming for 50 minutes? Oh, damn. What the hell? Yeah, I'll look at yours when I'm done. For sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. But we are almost started here with the second. Soonish. Maybe. Yeah. Alright. Pause the music. Let's get going here. There's Maple Leaf Square. Busy as always. I had a friend who had traveled to Toronto and wanted to watch a game in Leaf Square. She didn't realize that you had to book it beforehand. Which, to be honest, I didn't know either. Makes sense, but I didn't know. Nyes is out there. He's skating. He's hunched over a little bit. We'll see if he actually plays in the second, but he was skating. The WHL and Finland aren't easy. Yeah, I'm just like... He looks to be out there. He looks to be out there. 5 goals in the 2025 playoffs, 2 on the power play for Matthew Nyes, and he seems to be on the ice with that first line. So I guess the intermission helped him gather himself. All right. Opening draw here. This one to the side. Mikla jumps on it, dumps it down. Now Tanev. Up ahead, the Leafs do get it out, but Jones on it here. Marner trying to steal it away from Boakvist. He ties him up along the boards just right at the blue line, and he does push it out. Now Benoit around. McCabe can't handle that pass, and Marchand will take over. Matthews does a good job pushing it away from him, and Leafs able to regroup here. Trevor Zegras joined with... Uh-oh. Here's a turnover. There's a shot. That deflects wide by Tanev. Third shot blocked by Tanev already. Back to the point. That one also blocked. It's still in front, and Joseph Woll will jump on top of it. I think it might have been in the equipment of Tanev. So 2 blocks here from Tanev early. Here's the play. It's Lindell behind the net. He gets away, sends it back to the point. And yeah, it's just... I think it's in the equipment of Tanev. Finally pops out, and Joseph Woll drops the stick, grabs it with his blocker. Trevor Zegras joined with the Atlanta NHL expansion team. I mean, it does seem like he is probably one guy that Anaheim wouldn't mind trading. Ekblad's shot goes wide. Another shot from the point, and Wool grabs on that one. Hits taken per game since the 2017 playoffs. 2025, 8.1. 2024, 5.7. 2020, 5.7. So he's taken a lot of hits, is Tanev. That was Tanev's hits taken per game in the playoffs. He likes taking... Well, it's not that he likes taking the hits, but he sure takes them. Lawton gets waived. Bennett against Yarncroke now. And Bennett will win the draw. Back to the point. Here's a shot. And that goes wide and bounces back in front. And Lawton's able to gather it up. Now he skates out across the line. Lorentz back for Lawton. Lawton sets it down low. The 19s are going after it here. It's stripped away by Matthew Tkachuk. Kulikov will send it around. Nyes on it. Nyes? I don't know why I said Nyes. It was Schmidt. It's not even close to Nyes. Not the same team, not the same number, not the same position. Schmidt with a shot. Deflects off the boards and goes up into the netting. Yeah, it was completely the wrong player. I think I'm just thinking about Nyes because I'm nervous about him being okay. We see him here on the bench. Alright, defensive zone draw here. Domi wins it back. Riley lifts it back to center, and Mikkola in his own zone after it here. He's getting forechecked by Pacioretty. It's chipped up the boards to Greer, who gets it to Gadjevich, but the Leafs are able to play it right back in. Forecheck by McMahon on Mikkola. Pacioretty trying to come up with it. Domi sends it to the point. Held in. Back down low and missed the stick of Domi. Riley trying to pinch here. Hold the zone. Greer sends it back down and goes the other side, and Jones will lift it high. Nosek jumps on that in the offensive zone. He holds back. Here's a shot, and that one goes off Domi's stick and wide. McMahon flips it back out to center. He takes a hit, and it's flipped back in by Forsling. Carlo on it here. Carlo off the boards. It hits the referee. Domi follows up and able to lift it high back down. Domi's looked good so far tonight. Forsling in behind his own net. He's getting shadowed there by Nyes, but he'll play it up ahead. Oakfist to Ekblad. Gains the zone, throws it on goal blocker, save, rebound. And that hopped the stick of Barkov. Now to the point, Forsling shot blocked in front. Nyes trying to play it away. He gets knocked down, but a follow-up by McCabe. Up ahead for Marner. Now Matthews to Marner. He tries to throw it down low. Goes away from Matthews. Barkov on it here as he was down on the ice, but he got back up and made the play. Benoit keeps it in for a moment. Now to the point. Ooh, Holmberg. It was almost too many men for the Leafs. Maybe they should have called that, but Leafs get away with one there. Reinhart, he gets checked. Now Forsling with some speed. Slap shot from the point, and Joseph Woll will hold on. 91.5 mile per hour shot by Forsling. Damn, Nyes is still grimacing on the bench. Jeez. He's really trying to push through whatever's injuring him. Tavares now on the defensive zone draw. It's won back, though, by the Panthers. It's a shot from the side. It's deflected. Goes to Jones, who will just pinch it in. Now, let's run into Marchand with the shot. Blocked in front by Benoit. Benoit, nice play there to reverse it to Holmberg. Holmberg doesn't get it out the first time. His second opportunity does. Oh, Larson gets knocked down hard. Marchand on the forecheck here. Tavares reversing to OEL. Nylander along the sideboards trying to battle for it. Now comes free. There's a shot. And that think Wool made the save on Kachuk. Benoit throws a hit on him. Kachuk turning, makes it back to the point. A shot there. Sent way wide off the backboards. And that one goes off the side of the net. Leafs still can't get it out here. Big pressure here by the Panthers. Bennett on it now. He's in the corner. Sends it back to Verhaeghe. To the point. Kulikov just misses it. And that does come out. That's a huge miss by Kulikov. Relieves the pressure for the Leafs, and now they're able to regroup for a second. Bennett back in, though. Leafs haven't made a D-pair change. There's the tip-in front stop by Joseph Woll. Verhaeghe holds on. Pass back. Ekblad shot. Blocked by Pacioretty. His stick breaks. Now Bennett with it here. Good play by Pacioretty with his skate to knock it back out to center as he had no stick. That was huge from Patches. Lead pass up ahead. Panthers back in. 3-on-2. There's a shot. Blocked by Carlo. And Carlo's stick breaks. Leafs really on just the defensive end here. Carlo, he gets it, trying to get it out, but it hits his own stick. As he got one from, I think it was Holmberg. Riley back on the near side trying to chip it out. Leafs still can't get it out. Greer with a shot goes high. Now Riley getting checked by Greer behind the net, off the glass and out, and that is gonna be called as it goes out of play. Puck in crowd, but it goes off the glass, so no penalty. Leafs on a desperation shift there. It was probably 2 minutes of just Panther pressure, and they're able to kill it off. Puck in crowd for sure. Hey, that's a good puck in crowd, though. All right, there's sometimes puck in crowd. That's a good puck in crowd, as it goes off the glass and out, not just straight out. That's the best pressure we've seen from the Panthers so far this game. And the Leafs survive it for a bit. They had 2 stick breaks there as well. Pacioretty with the shot block and Carlo with the shot block. Both broke his stick. Hey, Nick, how's it going? Nice is injured? Yep. Well, I mean, have they said anything? Because, I've obviously seen him grimacing on the bench. Is he back into the dressing room? Because he played 2 shifts. Or 3. But I'm not on Twitter right now, so I'm not following if maybe the Leafs tweeted something out, or maybe one of the insiders tweeted out something. Let's see here. I'm not seeing anything yet. Well, they're showing eyes right now. He's on the bench right now. He's talking to Berube. Yeah, he's still hunched over. Yeah, and it's Nyes is once again missing another shift. Off the draw, Leafs do win it, so McMahon is back out there with that top line. That's so shitty, dude. Nyes is so important to this team. McMahon trying to battle it. He's able to get it back for McCabe, who gets it across the Tanev, and they do get it out. Buffalo Sabres stage stumps Israel. Taro Shimoto. There's a shot stopped. First, I thought he got hit with a puck because he was touching like another spot after, but you can tell it's not that. Yeah, they showed a hit. Well, what they showed was he threw a hit on Mikkola, and Mikkola reverse hit. And I think that, I don't know, it was something in his hand, in his arm region. I think it just got caught up in Mikkola and just an awkward hit. So the shots are now 7-7. They were 7-2 after the first, so Leafs have not had a shot on goal so far this period. Here's Bennett with it. Down low, there's a shot by Tkachuk, blocked by Scott Laughton. And he'll flip it out, tipped scarily by Lorentz. Now Laughton over the line. Slapper, blocked by Bobrovsky, a blocker save there by him. Now Reinhart with it. There's a shot, and that one's deflected into the corner. Verhaeghe behind the net. Try to send it in front. Good job by Benoit to deflect that. Good play by Ekman Larsson in the corner. He sends it up ahead. Big collision there by Lorentz, but he's able to get it out as he takes the hit, makes the play, and gets it back out of center. Verhaeghe to Marchand here as they're trying to get that Lindell line out. Sent down into the offensive zone. Leafs are able to gather it up, but Riley turns it over. Verhaeghe to Lindell. Marchand. Oh, a big hit by Bennett on Marchand. Rolls him over. Nice hit, Benny. Marchand got right back up, though. Credit to him. He took the hit and continued. Now there's some big hits being thrown here in response to that one. Panthers are still in the zone, though. Here's Lindell turning, shooting way wide off the sideboards. Here's a shot by Forsling. Pad save. Nylander can't tip it out. Ekblad having trouble with it. Nylander. That one's tipped into the corner. Riley sends it to the near side. It's cut off by Ekblad. Ekblad, sharp angle shot, stopped by Woll. Rebound. Nylander trying to get it out. He can't. Come on, Willie. Need a little bit more there. Puck comes out in front. No steps, puts it wide. Comes back in front. Swiped away by Riley, and Nylander will chip it out. He gets cross-checked there. No call. Benoit's been out there for 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Tavares gets to the red line. Try to get it in. Tavares over the line. Here's Nylander. Down for Holmberg, and Holmberg trying to send it in front. Leafs trying to make a change here. As here comes the Panthers. Boakfist with it now. He holds on. Shot! And that deflects high. That one is tipped just outside the line. Panthers going to have to regroup as the Leafs have it in their own zone. They touch up. Nyes is back out there now. He's on the third line this time. Boakfist. He's stepped up on by McCabe. And that's going to be an icing call. Here's the big hit by Benoit. Massive. Right on Marchand. But he gets right back up. And then here's Gadjevich trying to run over Riley. The puck comes back in front. Holmberg maybe gets a little bit of a stick on Nosek as he puts it just wide. Benoit has 38 hits in these playoffs. Matthews off the draw. He's holding his face. There's no call. He got a stick up high. No call on the play. And he's going to the bench. Oh, motherfucker, man. Now here come the Panthers. Stopped by Joseph Woll. How did they not see that, Matthews? I think it's almost in the eye. Let's see. Yeah, that's Barkov just gets a stick in Matthews' face. No call on the play. It's right in the... I don't know how no one saw that. Oh my God, Matthews is going to the dressing room. Jesus fucking Christ. Refs, take this. Refs, take my glasses. You fucking need it. You need it. Jesus. Leafs win the draw, but hey, apparently it's done unfairly. They'll redo it. Domi will win the draw once again, though. Domi's out there with McMahon and Marner right now. Kulikov. He's able to get it off the boards and out. Leafs will send it right back in. Forechecking here by Domi. Marner trying to follow it up, and now that's played out by Schmidt. Schmidt will get to the red line, dump it in. Wool trying to knock it down. McMahon out there. He gets forechecked on by Kachuk. Sent back in front, and Bennett, he didn't know it was there. Marner was able to get a stick on that before he saw it. Now Lee pass up ahead. Here's Kachuk. Holds up. Now it's played down low. And that's a call. I think the Panthers are getting called for too many men here, it sounds like. Go to a commercial break. Go to a commercial break. Too many men for the Panthers. Go to a commercial break. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 6 guys. That is way too many men for the Panthers. And they will go to the commercial break. Yeah, Matthews got a stick in the eye. I'm hoping, the reason I wanted a commercial break so bad is to try and give Matthews some time to come back for this power play. We'll see if he does. Score on power play, we just have to. Yeah, we do have, this is a big one. Matthews with a stick in the eye. There was no call. They only called the obvious too many men. There was easily 6 guys there. Panthers haven't lost a game in the playoffs where they scored first. Well, there's a way to fix that. Shane Pinto with the Avalanche. I don't know, I feel like Ottawa likes Pinto. I feel like they would like to keep him if they can, even though he did cost them quite a bit with his gambling situation. All right, we're back in the game. Matthews is back out there on the ice, which is huge news. Good to see. That's why I wanted the fucking commercial break there. Leafs do win the draw. Here's Matthews, win it. Here's a shot. And that's stopped in front. It's still loose. And the puck is still there. Nyes trying to get there. Tavares trying to send it in front. Now he tries to go to the far side. Matthews with it here. Gets it back to the point. Nylander holding to Marner. Matthews at the circle. Comes up high to Tavares down low. His shot blocked, and that is cleared by Reinhart. Wool comes way out, tries to play it up. And that is going to be an offside call. And they're going to send that all the way back down into the Leafs zone. So, good one draw here by the Leafs. Gets it across to Matthews, who throws it on goal. Bobrovsky makes the saves. There's chaos in front. Still, a lot of bodies there. It's loose. Tavares trying to get the shot away. Can't quite get a good play on it. Puck comes back behind the net, and it is a defensive zone draw here for the Leafs. Panthers do win it. Here's Lindell. His shot. And that goes wide. Leafs able to gather it up. Leafs are 0 for 6 in the last 2 games on the power play. Nyes is out there, by the way, just to let you guys know if you're unaware. So that's good to see. He does go after it here on Mikkola. Matthews following up. Nyes trying to play it around to the far side. Puck is going to come out. But now it's sent down into the Leaf zone. 45 seconds left to go here on this power play for the Leafs. Marner trying to send it up quickly to Matthews. He plays back. Marner, once again, another reverse pass here. Panthers trying to hold up the line. Matthews doesn't get it across. Pacioretty out there now, and that's going to be a high sticking call on Matthews. And Ekblad See, the Leafs need to learn how to play like the Panthers do. When you get a high stick, when you get interfered with, go down. Like, just pretend like you got shot. Matthews' issue off of the draw is he didn't go, like Ekblad did. Look at Ekblad. He gets high stick. Stick in the air. My face. That's what Matthews has to do. He didn't do that off the draw. You need to sell it. The Leafs don't know how to sell penalties. That's their biggest issue. Boston, Florida, they know how to sell penalties. You have to yell, you have to scream, you have to embellish. I'm sorry, you have to do it. The refs don't see it, the refs don't call it otherwise. That's just how it goes. So it's going to be a 4-on-4 for 28 seconds here. I'm not saying that's not a penalty. It is. Matthews high sticked him. I'm not saying that's not a penalty. But Matthews also got high stick, no call, because the refs are blind. They don't see shit. Lawton now coming in. Lawton to the front. Nylander can't get there. Now it's sent back to Nylander. He plays it in as he's trying to make a change. Gets tripped up. Hey, is that a penalty? Nylander got tripped. No call on the play. It's fine. No worries. All right, power play here for the Panthers. Oh, whoopsies. Did the wrong thing. Jones gathers it up here. 1:24, the Leafs have to kill. As Jones on the forecheck. Tanev gets it across. Yarncroke trying to battle for it. He'll send it around, but it's out of the reach of Marner. Tkachuk takes over. Here's back to Jones. Across. Back for Jones. It's deflected, and now here's Yarncroke. Leafs may have a little bit of a chance. Yarncroke brings it in the zone, holds up, and he'll just send it down low. Marner trying to forecheck here on Reinhart as he will gather it up. Breaks out. Reinhart with speed across for Tkachuk. They're back in. Tkachuk to Jones. Jones across. Here's the shot. And Woll makes the save. Lorentz, he's able to gather it up. Get out. Oh, no interference on Jones there, hey? Nah, it's fine. That's not an interference. Lorentz probably would have just had a breakaway, or at least a really good chance. It's not interference. Once again, Lorentz, just go down. Literally, just pretend you got shot. That's the only way they call it. Schmidt. Up ahead. Here's Tkachuk with it. Good stick there by Lawton. Panthers have to regroup, send it back in. Woll trying to stop it up. Here's Tanev to McCabe. Lawton sends it out. And that is going to do it for the power play. At least kill off that shortened power play there. Now it's played up ahead. Here's a chance. Stopped by Woll on Luostarinen. Ekman-Larsson gathers it up. Holmberg gets up ahead. Tavares across. His shot muffled there. He tries to play in front, but he was checked. Now Reinhart with it. Gets it up to Mikkola. Mikkola off the boards, trying to get it to Luostarinen. Stopped up. Now a second opportunity. Here's Barkov. Comes across the line. He's looking for some help. Gets it to Reinhart. Holmberg. Good check there on him. Tavares will back. Reverse it to the near side. Now McCabe holding up on his own side of ice here, trying to wait for some changes. Now that's tipped in by the Leafs. They go hard after it now. Domi trying to play it in. Tkachuk gets it up to Boqvist, and that will be played down into the Leafs end. So it looks like Tkachuk is now up there. Now here comes McMahon. Is this a 2-on-1? McMahon with Domi. Domi had that stopped. A good stick check there by Jones. The Leafs had a quick opportunity. Domi trying to work his way back in. Played away from him. Now it's flipped down into the Leafs end. Back on Woll. Leafs need some more offensive time here in the second. It's been a lot of the Panthers here. Marner gets hit hard, but he's tips it in. Matthews on it here. Swings it in front and stopped by Bobrovsky. Nyes trying to battle for it here. That one played up high. Comes down and Riley to Marner. Marner holding on. Trying to find a lane. His pass through. Goes past everyone. Played back in. Riley to Matthews. Sent in front. Just goes past a couple of sticks. Riley back at the point. Across to Carlo. Riley. Spin pass. Gadjevich has no stick. Matthews will send it down low. And there's a penalty call against the Panthers. I didn't even see that coming. So who is it? It's the Panthers. I don't know who got the penalty and what for. It's Ekblad that's getting the penalty. A lot of chaos in front. So here's the chance 4-on-4. It's Lawton. He cuts up and tries to send it down low. Oh, Nylander does get a tip on it. And Bobrovsky with a huge blocker save. And then it's Ekblad with the interference call on Marner. Hey, what'd I say, Marner? Go down. Go down or they don't call it. He goes down. They make the call. Leafs on the power play. Refs still might not call as Bettman told them to help the Panthers. I don't think that's the case. I think that the refs just have a certain way of calling things that doesn't usually go the Leafs' way. They just I don't think there's some big conspiracy. I just think the refs just see the game interestingly is maybe the way that I'll put it. Jack Quinn, the Buffalo Sabres, future St. Louis Blues. Really? I don't think so. I think the Sabres want to keep him. Should be excited that we're going to the power play. Power play has sucked these last few games. Don't know what to expect. Yeah, it's not been great. It's not been great, so this better be a big one. Panthers have had a couple of power plays already, so you got to make sure that you capitalize on yours. But Leafs had a really good first period. The second period's been controlled a little bit more by the Panthers. Leafs need to... This is a huge opportunity for them. Huge opportunity for them. Right. We do need a goal. This is a big one. Nyes is not out there. Pacioretty is going to take the spot of Nyes on this first power play unit. As Ekblad is off for interference. That draw is one back for Marner. Marner across to Matthews. Back for Marner. A quick shot. Stop there. Rebound. It's loose and gathered up by Reinhart, who will send it up ahead. Barkov with it here. Barkov one-on-one with Marner. He tries to go to round him. Good defensive play by Marner to drag him to the corner. Nice play by him. Now Leafs trying to gather it back up. The Panthers have done a good job holding up the line here. Leafs trying to break through. Nylander does get across. Tavares, he's getting battled here along the boards. Puck comes free, and Reinhart does get it out. Wool will make sure that doesn't go into the corner where he can't play it. And the Leafs will get that second unit out here with a minute left here to go. That puck goes off of Domi's stick, but Leafs able to get it back in. And that one wrapped around the boards. The Leaf player on the far side couldn't stop it, so it's going to be back in the Leafs' end here. OEL. That one, once again, off Domi and in. Leafs do a little bit better of a job getting on it here. Yarncroke to Domi. Domi trying to send it in front, blocked by Kulikov. It's a good block by him. Luostarinen trying to clear it. Goes back to the point, held by OEL. Domi sent back to Bobby McMahon, and that hopped over his stick. OEL just holds the line, sends it down low. Domi for Riley. Riley getting pressured here, and that's going to come out. Not a great power play for the Leafs. 15 seconds left to go. It's going to just about do it. Lawton dumps it in as Holmberg after it now. Lorentz That one comes to the far side. Tanev's on it here. He plays it down low. Power play is now over. Panthers back at full strength. Holmberg to the point. Tanev. And that's going to be offside. He wasn't able to hold the zone. Not a great power play there for the Leafs. It was basically just this play right in the front, like right at the start of the power play. It was a Marner shot, tipped down low. And then here's Marner does a good job making sure that Barkov doesn't get around him. He doesn't pressure him too hard. That forces Marner into a bad position. He just, keeps his distance, but, close enough to make sure that Barkov doesn't get a shot away, far enough that Barkov doesn't, just completely turnstile him. And that's why they have Marner on the back end on that first unit. That's why they're okay with playing that 5-man setup. Because Marner's pretty good defensively. Here's Lawton. Trying to force it in. They'll play back. Now McCabe dumps it down on Bobrovsky. Minute left to go here in the second period. Holmberg on the forecheck. Sends it in front. Out of the Rachel Lorentz. Now it's a quick play up ahead. That's got to be offside. Here's the play, and Verhaeghe doesn't get a shot away. Sent back. Just out of the reach of Bennett, but Forsling holds the zone. Now it's played down to the near side. Behind the net is Tkachuk. Tkachuk to Jones at the point here. Down for Verhaeghe. His shot blocked by Lawton. Mikkola wraps it down for Tkachuk behind the net. Trying to play it in front. Blocked by Riley. Now tries the other side. Verhaeghe shot goes wide. Bennett with it here. Bennett swinging. Passing to Mikkola. That puck does come out. 15 seconds left to go. Mikkola trying to wait for his teammates to change. And they're still offside. Now they get touched up. McCabe in his own zone. To Riley. Riley skating it out. Gets it to the red line and dumps it in. Blocked by Mikkola. That will do it for the second period. And once again, we are tied at zeros. So here's Lawton on the back check. And a good job by Lawton to get back there. He'll get a stick in Verhaeghe's way to make sure he doesn't get a shot. Power play is so bad. Yeah, it's not. They've not had a great power play. I don't like that it's scoreless game. Got that scary feeling. Honestly, I mean, obviously I don't want it to be scoreless, but I do think it favors the Leafs a little bit with being on the road, but just got a prime green, made in Canada, authentic mergers yesterday. I'm very pleased. Prime green replica. Want authentic compare the difference. Feels like a t-shirt compared to the MIC. So hard to buy fan jerseys at this point. Yeah, I mean, the differences are very big between the Ducks one. Yeah, the Ducks jerseys are nice. I really like the Ducks jerseys. The made in Canadas, I mean, look, to be fair, the made in Canadas have always been a pretty big difference compared to the fan jerseys. I don't think I think the prime green, like just replica jerseys, are pretty good. The biggest issue that I have with the prime green Adidas jerseys is they kind of marketed them as like the authentic jerseys, the on ice jerseys, when they're not. That is like my biggest sticking point. The other one is the fit. I hate the fit of the prime green of the Indo Adidas jerseys. I really, really don't like those. Outside of that, they're pretty good, fan jerseys. I think they are better than the Reebok ones outside of their fit. The CCM Masca jerseys, they're better than. A couple of the 90s jerseys, they're better than, like the starter ones. I don't, it's really just the fit that I hate about the prime green Adidas Indo jerseys. That's the only thing that I dislike about them. And like I said, them marketing as the authentic jerseys. Outside of that, they're nice. Leafs did not play a good second. No, there was a bad second. It was a bad second, not a good second. Definitely But I think they played a good first. So they played a good first, not a great second. As long as they maybe bounce back for the third here, we'll see. It would be nice. Better be fantastic, yeah. Would be nice. I'm gonna play puck. I want to play puck. I haven't played puck in a couple of days. We're gonna play puck, just for a bit. How many jerseys do you have, and how many are made in Canada? I have over 200. Don't know how many are made in Canada. I don't have too many made in Canada jerseys. Or at least like actual like authentic jerseys. I probably have, I mean, I guess I can quickly look. Let's see. See if I can figure it out quickly for you. Let me check. Question is, do I have them typed as made in Canada or MIC? It's gonna be a little bit difficult. Let me quickly count for you. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna put this on while I do this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So only 23. So I don't have that many. Not too many. But I mean, the only reason is because I just don't have the money for it, right? that's really the main reason for it. I would definitely love more. I love made in Canada jerseys, but I guess we're playing goal. Minnesota Wild is making a green throwback 2000. Yeah, they're making. Yeah, well, they have their anniversary, right? So. There's been so many chances. Oh yeah, right. I guess I should probably do this. So many chances where I feel like the Panthers were going to score. Got bailed out by Wool. Wool's been good, yep. Wool's been good this game. Oh god. I'm hearing the music still and it's fucking me up for this. Oh, I guess I could do Pakdoku. I forgot about Pakdoku. Oh, Jesus. Dude, it's so hard to fucking stop rebounds or wraparounds in this game. Gotta throw on a made in Canada jersey for the next stream if the Leafs win. Well, I don't have too many Leafs made in Canada jerseys. I only have my authentic pro. Oh, fuck. Huge save! I was like halfway in the net when we made the save. But yeah, I have my Fanatics Authentic Pro, which I wore last game, so I don't know if I want to do that again. Because that game was bad. I also have my St. Pat's authentic jersey, but once again, that one I wore in game 4, which we lost 2-0. So don't know if I want to wear that one again. And then I have my Edge 2.0, which I could wear that one. But we'll see. I only have 3 Leafs. I don't know. I wanted to come out and fucking challenge that. I thought it would be fun. I gotta fucking turn off this music, dude. It's screwing with my brain. There we go. You guys weren't hearing it, but I was. I was hearing it. What is going on in the chat, brother? Yeah, I got greedy. My team hasn't fucking generated anything offensively. Of course I got greedy. Come on. All right, let's make sure that I don't miss the game here. I do also got to make sure that I fill up my drink before the 3rd. Gotta do that. Yeah, I don't have I have authentics for sure, but don't have too many. That's just because, like, literally, if I got authentics of every jersey that I wanted, my collection would be worth, like, I would just not have money. I would not have money at all. Just get it out, brother. Don't fucking throw that on goal. But yeah, I would like more. I would definitely. I mean, I don't know. I kind of would like more Leafs authentic jerseys, but also not. Just because, like, I like the Leafs jerseys, but honestly, as a Leaf fan, I don't like as many Leafs jerseys as I maybe should. I'm playing goalie because I have to. Every other position was filled, so I'm kind of forced to play goalie. I don't mind playing goalie. The only time that I don't like playing goalie is when it's in their end and I can't really see anything. I don't know if there's a way to resolve that. Like, I just have to look at the mini-map, pretty much. Like female WWE wrestlers. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I've never been super huge into, like... It's funny that I like hockey, and I like fighting in hockey, too. But I've never been huge on, like, sports that are specifically just about fighting, like UFC or WWE. My family is pretty big into UFC, but I don't know. Like, I would watch it when they watched it, but that's about it. I never really... I've never watched it on my own. And I've never watched any WWE, so... Yarn Croak could be this off-season. Could be treated as a camp dump. Yeah, I mean, Yarn Croak's probably gone. I'm not gonna be surprised if that's the case. You know, not like he makes that much. Like, what does Yarn Croak make? Like 1.5? Like, I don't know. He makes, like, maybe 2? I don't know. How much does Yarn Croak make? I would look at that right now, but in the middle of the game. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay, good clear, good clear. I have 34 jerseys in my collection. Match my age. Nice. It's my birthday tomorrow, so I have 34 arriving Monday. You have over 200. What's your end goal? I don't know if I really specifically have an end goal. I'm just gonna... I might actually leave. Because how long are the periods? Fuck, 5 minutes? Damn. I should probably... Okay, next... Hopefully there's a whistle, and I'm going to leave after the next whistle. Whether it's a goal on me or not. Yeah, I don't specifically have, like, really an end goal of, like, oh, I want to get this many jerseys, and then I'm done. There are, like, a few, like, little collection goals that I have. Like, for example, right now, I'm trying to collect all of the first-gen CCM Heritage Classic sweaters. I got one recently, which I just uploaded that video, I think, yesterday. Holy shit, what the fuck just happened to me? But yeah, I released one of me getting one of those yesterday. That was number 12. There's 18 of them. So getting close with that goal. I would like to get a Kessel jersey for every single team he's played for, which I have Pittsburgh, Toronto, and Pittsburgh, Toronto, and I think I just have Pittsburgh and Toronto. So I need Boston, and I also need. What the hell is this guy doing? I need Boston and Arizona. Oh, Golden Knights, obviously. I have Golden Knights. So yeah, I just need Boston and Arizona. I have an Arizona jersey that I'd like him to be on, so I just actually need to get a Boston jersey for him. Oh, that's a bad clear. Fuck, get back in the net. Get back in the net. Oh, fuck. Yeah, and then there's like, I would also like it to get Nick in the jersey for every single team he's played for. So there's like a couple of like little goals that I have, but not particularly like, hey, once I get this jersey, I'm done collecting overall, sort of thing. Dude, why are they being so mean to 5-Hole Bandit? What the hell? What did he do wrong? I'd rather trade Camp than Yarncroak. Honestly, I think I would like, as much as I like Yarncroak, I think I would rather keep Camp just because he's a center. Like, really is kind of the big thing, but I wouldn't be, like, super upset for either, to be honest. Oh, shit. Alright, go, go, go. Someone go. I went out to play it. Whoa, chill, chill. Chat's getting rowdy, dude. Can we get the puck out? Can we get the puck out? Loki, I might just fucking leave right now. Hold on a second. Jacob Bedard Docker joined the Wild. Could be, could be. Actually wondering what the Panthers and Lightning are going to do with their Winter Classic next year. Yeah, the Lightning is this. Actually, wait, yeah. Hold on. Oh, good defensive play. Good defensive play. Well, it's the Panthers in the Winter Classic and the Lightning in the Stadium Series. But yeah, the Panthers won. There was like some like team that like Florida had. I forget exactly what they were. Dude, I'm just gonna quit. First of all, the chat's going crazy. I don't like that. And second of all, the game's starting soon, so I'm just gonna fucking peace out. We're just gonna not gonna look at that. Make sure that we're caught up for the game. Yeah, the Lightning one should be interesting. The Panthers one, yeah, there's like some team that like it has like a circular logo, with like some like stripes on the arms, like some kind of like old school barber pole striping on the arms. So we'll see exactly what they do, but it looks like everyone is predicting that. Trying to collect as many Montreal Canadiens jerseys as possible from the great teams from the 70s. Nice. Yeah, I would like to also, like, my goal is trying to collect every single Leafs jersey that I can. Like, you know, obviously I know it's kind of impossible for some of the older era jerseys. But yeah, my goal is to try and kind of have one style of every single jersey. Like even though like the Leafs current jersey is the same as the Adidas era, is the same as the last year in the Reebok era, I want a Reebok jersey, an Adidas jersey, and a Leafs jersey. But yeah, we'll see if I actually go ahead and are able to do all of that. I mean, those ones would be easy to get. It's more so like the earlier era ones that are more difficult. All right. So they're promoting the Stars and Jets Game 6 tomorrow night, of course. I forgot to get more drink. Do you think about selling your jerseys, or is everything in your collection off limits? No, I've sold some of my jerseys before. I have some like that I wouldn't mind selling right now. Most of them are not necessarily off limits, but there's some that are like I'm not sure if I really would like to sell, but I think about it. But yeah, like I don't sell too often on like Facebook or on like eBay or something like that. But you know, I've sold a couple of jerseys. Yeah, I've sold a couple of jerseys, and I don't. There are some jerseys that are off limits. Most of the ones behind me, well, actually, all of the ones behind me are off limits. All of my Leafs jerseys are basically off limits, but yeah, there are others that I wouldn't mind. Marner trying to work his way through center, denied there. I find it funny because it's the Winter Classic, like where you're supposed to play in the snow, like you did, but they're playing in Florida next year, which is the hottest state. Yeah, I mean, the Winter Classic is more so just more about like an old school feel now than really like a playing in the snow type deal. Matthews, he gets tripped up. No call on the play. It's not really a penalty. I just like to say no call on the play. I just want to be a little bitch about it. All right. Now Nylander out here. Sent up ahead. Holmberg trying to get it back for Nylander. He'll chip it in. I think Tavares was way offside there, but he's still on the forecheck here. They're not saying that it was offside. I almost hope that the Leafs don't score here because I'd be not sure if it would go in or not, or not sure if it was count, but it's back out now, so it doesn't matter. It's a moot point. Now reverse pass. Here's Marchand on it. Send it in front off of Riley. Back to the point. Forsling holds on. His shot blockered away by Woll. Now poked back to Tavares as he tries to work his way around Forsling. Ekblad off the boards and to Marchand. Let's go Leafs, go Jets. We need Canadian team to win it. So far, Edmonton is looking the most solid. Let's say closest. Or let's say closest. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I'm sorry. I do not care if it's another Canadian team that wins it. In fact, I almost would rather a Canadian team. If it's not the Leafs, I don't want them to win it. Here's Tkachuk. Gives it to Verhaeghe. Back to the point. There's a shot. Goes wide. Rebound off the sideboards. Good job by Ekman-Larsson to grab that one. And now Patches up ahead. McMahon trying to work his way around Schmidt, and he knocks him down. Panthers go the other way. Verhaeghe. Nice check there by Yarncroke. Good defensive play. And now it's fed back in front. Bennett backhand goes wide. That one gets past Mikkola. Sent up ahead. Good little chip play by Lawton. Lawton coming in. Sends it across. Tanev with it. Shot. It puts it wide. Laurent's trying to send it down low. It's blocked. He gets a second opportunity. Now down for Yarncroke. Yarncroke in front. And Laurent was tied up. Now it's sent down the ice, and that will be an icing call. Yeah, I don't, I'm not one of the people that says it needs to come back to Canada. If it's not the Leafs, I don't really give a shit. In fact, kind of a hater of the other Canadian teams. Would rather the other Canadian teams not win it. Especially the Oilers. Especially the Oilers. The Jets are also kind of up there a little bit, I'm going to be honest. I'm sorry, I apologize. But it's true. The only other Canadian team that I would want to win it is the Flames. But, like, it's the Leafs or nothing, pretty much. One draw, there's a shot. Blocked in front. Marner pokes it back. And that's a broken stick there by Greer. Leafs send it down low. It's the fourth line out here, and the top line for the Leafs. Nyes, he's out there right now. Verhaeghe trying to send it back up high, and he's able to get it out. Bennett trying to work his way around, and he's able to get it in deep. So it's actually part of the fourth line. Verhaeghe and Bennett were out there, though. That was on like I said, an icing call. Boakfist will send it down deep. Cut off by OEL, and he gets it to the line. Matthews will play it out. Nye is trying to tip it in, but Ekblad gets it. I bought 8 jerseys from Yuki Jersey. Find them better than the Fanatics NHL shop. I've never heard of that place before. Is that an eBay seller or like an actual shop? Ooh, play down one wall. He gives a big rebound. Leafs able to get it back. Holmberg with some speed. Works away around Luster Ryan. And his shot blocked away. Tavares tried to get it to McMahon off the skate of Reinhart. Gets to Tanev. Back for McMahon. Nylander with it here at the point. Working his way around Forsling. Now he cuts down low. Nylander behind the net. Still pressured on Forsling. Tried to wrap her around. Bobrovsky had a stick out. Alex did not go with that route. Back for Tanev. His shot tipped. That just goes wide. Good play by the Leafs here. Sent down low. Tried to reverse for Holmberg. Out of his reach. And now Reinhart comes out. Pacioretty. He got taken down. Now it's sent in by the Leafs. Voracek there. Kulikov gets away from his man. And now here's the third line. Or, well, the second line, I guess, of the Panthers. McMahon. He's getting pressured. He'll play it to Carlo on the near side here, who has some time. And he sends it up ice. Domi tips it in, and Bobrovsky out to play it. He gets it away from Pacioretty. The rest of his teammates are changing. So Florida will make a change. It's Austin Matthews and Connor McDavid join the Kings. That would be an insane team. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think they're going to get both of them. Bennett with a lot of speed working his way in. Ekman-Larsson cuts him off. Verhaeghe sends it to the far side. Jones shot. Tip to the corner. Ekman-Larsson lifts it high in the air. Here's Yarncroke. He's knocked down. Plays it back. That's away. No call in the play? Really? Wow, now here comes the Panthers. Shot blocked there. Played into the corner. Kachuk with it. Across. Verhaeghe looking for a lane. He'll just play it down low. Tanev cutting that off. Tanev. He gets checked by Kachuk, but he's able to make the play up. But it doesn't get out. It was tipped. Mikula shot. Stopped by Wool. Bennett wraps it around to the far side. Now it's left there for Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe shot, and that one missed the net. Ekblad down low. Leafs are getting pressured here. They need to calm it down. Now they're able to lift it out and get it back down. That was a lot of pressure there by the Panthers. I don't know how that wasn't a penalty. Yarncroke got taken down on the breakaway, and it was no call. Oh, a turnover here. Marner with it. He gets it to Matthews. Matthews streaking in. Shot's gone! Austin Matthews! There you fucking go! Oh my god! I'm losing my voice! Austin Matthews! His first goal of the second round! I don't care if it was like 11 games in! Let's fucking go! Yeah! Bang! The clutch feed from Austin Matthews! Turnover there by Marner. It gets to Matthews. Quick shot, 5-hole. There's the shot that we've all known he has. He hasn't shown it so far in this series, and he finally puts it through the 5-hole. Up Bobrovsky. Leafs are up by 1. Ah, let's go. Dude, I'm losing my voice. I like barely got half of those words out. Just goes to show you I barely yell. Anyways, I hear you, man. What's with the whole fucking... it must be a Canadian team. I'm a Habs fan. Could care less who wins now. Yeah. No, I'm with you, John. I'm with you right there. Reinhart, he gets checked. Now here's the key. Leafs can't get scored on here right after the goal. There's Jones with the shot. Deflects. Rebound. Oh, a good stick there by Carlo. As Reinhart was looking for it on the near side here. Mikula gains the puck back. He tried to play it back, and the Panthers were changing. A Boston team is down 41 points in the third quarter. The Celtics are getting owned. Let's go. Yeah, it's a big goal from Matthews. It's a huge goal from him. I mean, like, literally the entire conversation of the second round has been about Matthews. Justin, when did they say? There's the shot to a tip. Wall just makes the save. Holy. Now Benoit, nice speed up ahead. Gets it to Tavares. Tavares cuts to the middle. Shot blockered away. Now there's another shot from the corner. And that's blocked in front and goes all the way back down. Good little play by Benoit. Dude, I like that Benoit has a little bit of offensive ability. He just randomly shows it every now and again, and I love that from him. Good forecheck here by Domi. Bennett does get it past, though. Now it's back out. Leafs trying to regroup in their own zone. I'm trying to regather my breath as Domi will chip it up ahead. McMahon on the forecheck here. He gets there. Domi with it. Domi shot! Stop there as he crashes the net. Net comes off. Bobrovsky's helmet is down. Domi is injured. He's slow to get up as he was checked going to the front of the net. He's still down. He's talking to Bobrovsky, I think, or someone. Let's see exactly what happened here. Domi is back up. He looks to be okay. Yeah, here's Domi. Nice little play. And yeah, he gets crashed into. It's almost Bennett, I think, that takes out most of Bobrovsky, honestly. Domi does take out his lower half as Ekblad crashed into Domi, but... Oh, Matthews! Let's fucking go, buddy! We needed that so bad. He needed that so bad. God. I needed that so bad. I'm gonna quickly get more drink. I'll be right back. Before I forget. Alright, we're back. I wanted to make sure that that I didn't forget, because I feel like I would have forgotten if I went on a little rant about Matthews. Matthews is my favorite Leaf. I want to see him going. Yeah, me too, man. Like, well, he's not my favorite Leaf. Nylander's my favorite Leaf, but Matthews is right behind him. Like, I understand people's frustrations with Matthews not scoring and his issues in the playoffs. I get it, for sure. I totally understand. But, like, he's so good. He is so good. And he's obviously injured. He's obviously injured. Not afraid to call him out, but he's my guy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100%. And that is the Matthews shot that we've known. Like, that is prime Austin Matthews. That is the type of shot that he's known for. It's the pull back and shot. It's the pull back away from the stick of the defender and shoot. Sometimes he goes, high. Most of the time, recently at least, I feel like he's gone 5-hole. So it's a huge goal there. And now the Leafs offensive zone draw here. That puck does get out, but sent right back in by the Leafs. Shot 16-16. And that is gone all the way down. Wool out to play it. I guess there was no icing. Lead pass up ahead by Carlo. Nyes to Matthews. He chips it in as the Panther player going after Matthews there. Wanting to try and get a piece of him. Here comes the Panthers. You got to get back, boys. Here's Kachuk on the far side. Oh, and that's put wide. They're going to call a penalty against the Leafs. It's a hooking call on Nyes is the call. Or maybe Carlo? They were showing Nyes. It was Barkov, sorry, on the near side. Let's see. So Carlo is trying to get back. It's Reinhardt sending it across. You know what? Honestly, that's a penalty you take. Actually, you know what? Fuck, he didn't even really... That's actually one that it shouldn't be a penalty. I mean, he does get the stick inside, but it's a one-handed... I mean, whatever. Look, either way, that's a close one that I think Barkov like had a really good opportunity there, and Carlo just getting a stick on it. Whether he does actually stop Barkov from scoring there, or you know, it doesn't matter either way. I think that's a penalty that you have to take. I think a lot of the time Barkov will tip that in and get the goal, so you take that penalty. Now you just hope for your penalty kill to kill it off. Here's Tkachuk in the zone. He gets crushed down, and the Leafs are able to get it out. That's a good penalty. It was McCabe, I think, that stood up at the line, able to hit down Tkachuk, make the play. Panthers right back in. Reinhardt trying to swing it to the front. It's cut off, and Benoit knocks it down. Minute 10 left to go here in the power play for the Panthers. Leafs will make a couple of changes. They do send it down low. Tanev on it first, but he's getting pressured here. Lindell and Marchand on it. Benoit gets it, or Bennett gets it back. Here's Ekblad with it, holding on, trying to get it back. Nice play by Lawton to get a skate on it, and Yarncroke will play it out. Huge. Good play by Lawton there. Lawton and Yarncroke, I combined their names, but hey, both of them made a good play, so. Now Bennett with some speed across the line. Nice play. Matthews able to get it out. Nice. 30 seconds left to go here on the penalty kill. Leafs are standing up at the line like the Panthers have been doing to them. Now Lindell will just dump it in deep. Lawton gets it, trying to get it to Tanev. It hops the stick, but that pass from the Panthers, centering pass, it missed both defenders. Split the D, came out. Forsling, he has to return back, and 4 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. That does it for the power play. Huge penalty kill for the Leafs. That one is sent right back in. Leafs need to be careful, though, as they haven't gotten a good change here. Marner with it. He sends it up ahead. Forsling keeps it in. Marner trying to get a second time. He gets crushed hard by Nosek. And now that does come out. Sorry for the cough. Now Mikkola in his own zone hits 50-30 in favor of the Panthers. Lead pass up ahead. Here's Reinhardt, kicks it to a stick. Shot there by Kulikov, but it went way wide. McCabe trying to reverse it back for Tanev. Tanev on the near side. He'll flip it out. And now comes for Nylander. He can't knock it down. Kulikov gets it away from him. Barkov back in. Jones trying to jump on that. Played away. Now off the boards and out. Nylander does get it down deep as he goes after Jones. I haven't seen too much of Nylander here this game. I would like to see maybe a little bit more out of him. Here comes the Panthers, though. 3-on-2. Domi does get back. Tucked in front. Nice save by Wall. And Domi tying up Boakfist was huge. Now Domi trying to turn it the other way. Domi just sent it in deep. He was pressured by Forsling. Nice forecheck by Pacioretty. Sent in front. Deflects away. Sorry, I had to cough. Now that's going to be offside. Oof. That's a good save by Wall. Domi's been really good tonight. Domi's been really, really good tonight. Defensively. I'm hot, though. I'm really hot. I'm going to say that. Might have to do with all the yelling I'm doing. I'm really hot. Please. I know, brother. I know. I just remember Matthews' first second round goal of his career. Yeah. Yep. First second round goal of his career. I guess it would be Yeah, 11 games in. First second round goal of his career. That's a big one. It's a big one. I need one of us to be happy. It would be nice, hey? It would be nice. It would be nice for one of us. Oh. The one thing that I will say is interesting about this sports interaction ad where like the guy's changing jerseys all the time is looking to see what type of jersey that he has, because for some reason the Avalanche jersey is a Fanatics breakaway, but all of the other ones, well, some of the other ones I think are premiums, and I think one of them might have been a prime green. It's very interesting. Please win, yeah. I don't think Matthews and McDavid are going to the Kings. I don't think that's happening. Maybe one of them, but it would have to depend on a lot of situations. But I don't think there's going to be any way that both go. Three straight Game 6 wins for the Leafs, 4 goals against, as they're on the forecheck here. 7:20 left to go. Turnover, here's Tavares with it. Tavares trying to work his way around Forsling to the front, stopped by Bobrovsky. Sorry. I do have to blow my nose here. Dude, I'm like dying, apparently. I'm like coughing. My nose is runny. I'm dying. Offensive zone draw for Matthews against the Lundell line. Nice out there. He's been in and out of this first line. Leafs have won 21 draws. Panthers 15. Leafs have won majority of the draws in this series so far. And that's another win draw here by the Leafs. There's a shot by Carlo. That one tipped into the corner. Jones will gather it up, lift it high in the air. Carlo in his own zone knocks it down. Quick play up ahead to Nyes. And he gets it over to Riley, who will hit the red line, dump it in. Matthews on the forecheck here. Laurent's trying to follow up Matthews in the corner here as the Leafs are changing. Matthews trying to center it, cut off by Lundell. Here come the Panthers. Panthers with it. And Matthews comes back. He does get it down, but it'll be a hand pass. Marchand to Luostarinen. It's important for the Leafs. Matthews was out there for a little while. Matthews trying to flip it out. Glove down by Luostarinen. And Marchand comes to pick it up. And they say that's a hand pass. They say Luostarinen did not touch it. So it comes out. A draw. One by the Leafs. Sent high. And that is going to be a call as it's knocked down with a high stick. Not a penalty, but a whistle, I should say. I forgot it was the third period. Dude, I forgot it was the third. I was like, it's the second period. I still have so much time left for this. It's the third. I just looked at the time. Leafs do win the draw here. Tanev. I just got so much more nervous. I looked at the time and it was just like a wave of like, oh, fuck. Oh, Panthers in their own zone trying to gather it up. Sent across. Tkachuk with it here. Tkachuk against Laurent. Sent in front and blocked there by the Leafs defender. Sent back out. Schmidt with it now. His shot goes off of a stick. Domi lifts it out. McMahon with it here, and Pacioretty streaking to that. Pacioretty tipped! Oh, scores! What a goal! McMahon to Pacioretty! Yeah! 5:43 left to go. The Leafs are up by 2. What a play by McMahon to Patches! Patches with another huge goal, dude! This guy is clutch! So it's a good play. Domi in his own zone just trips it up ahead. McMahon on it here, a lot of speed. But here's Pacioretty driving to the front, tips it on goal, right underneath the arm of Bobrovsky. And that is a massive one! Yeah! Nice! Are they looking to see if it's offside? Uh-oh. Pacioretty was pretty far ahead of his defender. But no, it looks like they're not challenging it. It's all good. Leafs are up by 2. Bobby fucking ball service the playmaker. Dude, that's it. McMahon has not been good enough, I would say, in these playoffs. That's a really nice assist from him. But the Panthers trying to answer right back, stopped by Joseph Woll. Dude, Pacioretty, man. Dude, Pacioretty, really? Like, dude, Patches. Remember when he didn't start these playoffs? Holy. That's crazy. Remember when everyone was like, why is Pacioretty in the lineup? We need to kick him out of the lineup. And Berube was like, nah, he's staying in. In fact, he's going up to the second line. And since then, he's been fucking money. Yeah. My goat, dude. Holy. Ooh. I'm dying. I don't do this often. I'm going to do it now because Turnpike is usually the one that forces me to do this. I don't see him in the stream right now. But if you're new, subscribe and like the stream. Helps me out. I appreciate it. I'm doing this for Turnpike. he's the one that usually, gets me to do that. But I'll do it now. Ooh. I don't do that often. I don't do that very often at all. Pacioretty, I will admit, I was skeptical of him keeping him in the lineup. Glad Berube did. Yeah, literally, like, he scored the game-winning goal in that game, which was massive. And then, yeah, he's been really good. He's been very, very good. I'm glad that I'm not a coach. I would rather just be a dumbass fan, dude. That is my role. My role is to be a stupid fan, to be mad at the team for no reason. Yeah, they're showing the Pacioretty goal right here, the one against Ottawa, the series winner. Yeah, just a nice little chip pass there to Patches by McMahon. .525 here left to go in the third period. Defensive zone draw. Leafs will win it. McCabe gets it down. Now Leafs able to lift it out. That was Matthews. Lawton is out there right now with Matthews and Marner. Maybe trying to limit Nyes' minutes, especially with a defensive zone draw. You want to be a little bit more, mindful with the defensive end, especially, get another center out there. Leafs do get it out back into the Panther zone. Changes are being made for both teams here. Mikkola. They say he gets to the red line and dumps it in. McMahon out there now battling with Marchand. It's sent back around. Ekblad holds the zone. Now back in deep. Marchand against Riley. It's poked away from him. And Domi does get it out. Ekblad off the boards. Back to center. Florida trying to jump on this one, but good stick. Plays it back out of the neutral zone. Ekblad Down. Good play by McMahon to get it across to Pacioretty, who will lift it high. Is that going to be enough for icing? No. Nice draw there by Pacioretty to make sure that's not an icing call. Leafs are able to get a change. That line was out there for a while, so that was really key. That was a huge play by Patches to make sure that wasn't enough for icing. Holmberg gets hit hard as Luostarinen crashes in there. He'll try and play it back to the point. Tavares trying to knock it out, and Holmberg helping him out does get it back to center. 3:38. In the third period, we'll see how long it takes for Bobrovsky to get pulled. Mikula gets it to Kulikov here, who'll leave it. Now, long pass up ahead. Panthers will dump it in. And Bobrovsky has gone to the bench. Extra attacker on for the Panthers. 6-on-5. Now it's back in behind the net. Just a battle along the boards. Benoit trying to hold it up. Poked free by Bennett. Now it's played back down low. Matthews with it. Spinorama. Tries to feed it in front. It's cut off. Here's Verhaeghe. Shot. Good save. Rebound. Comes to the side. Bennett can't grab a hold of it. Played back to the point. Bennett with it now. His shot. Fanned on it. Leafs trying to get it out. They do. It will be an icing call, but they're able to clear it. Whew. Matthews trying to spin around my pass. That's another bad spin around my pass. That's not a great one. And there's a good save by Woll. The rebound just out of the reach of Bennett. Oh, it's a good play. I'm not sure who played it away from the front into the corner, but it was a good play. It was out of the reach of Bennett. So Matthews here to take the draw. He does win it. Carlo battling for it. Gets it to Benoit. And that one is kept in, though. Benoit. Matthews helps him out. Flips it high. And he does get it back out to center. At least we'll make a couple of changes. But Panthers are trying to get right back in. Tkachuk able to hold it in. Here's a shot. That's blocked. Rebound put wide by Verhaeghe. Marner with it. He sends it off the boards and out. Poked away by Holmberg. Back down into the Panther zone. 2:08. Remember, Bobrovsky is pulled right now. Bennett down low. Verhaeghe. It's a bouncing puck. Played in the corner. Knocked away. Comes free for Barkov. He sends it to the far side. Here's Reinhart at the point. Tkachuk shot. Stopped and held by Joseph Woll. Big save by Woll there. And he holds on to. Oh, that's off the side of the net by Verhaeghe. Oof. And Florida will take a timeout. 2006 Boston Bruins had a minor affiliate with the Providence Bruins and the Charlotte Checkers. I know both of those teams. It's a timeout for the Panthers. 1:48 left to go here. In Game 6, Leafs are up by 2. Ugh. Shots are 17-19 in favor of the Panthers. Oh, boy. Leafs trying to draw up some defensive plays here. Of course, it will be that top line out there with Tanev and McCabe, as they always do. Question is, Nyes going to be out there, or is it going to be Lawton like they've been putting out? I'm not sure. Let's see. Matthews, so it is Lawton out there. Matthews against Reinhart. Matthews does win the draw. McCabe reverses it to Tanev, who wraps it around the near side. Marner getting checked there by Bennett. He forces it back down low. Tanev trying to one more time. He does get it to the line. Not out. Kept in by Jones, but they're going to call that a hand pass. Jones is arguing, saying that it went off his knee, but the play was called. And so that faceoff does come back out into the neutral zone. Just right outside the blue line. 1:34. That is won by Barkov pretty cleanly. And the Panthers will send it in. Tanev waiting for it here. He's getting forechecked by 3 Panthers. Barkov comes out with it. There's a shot blocked in front. Tried to clear it out. Comes back to the line. Jones over to Bennett. His shot blocked again. Rebound put wide. Back here for Bennett. Missed him. And the play does come out. Back into the neutral zone. Jones right back in. Matthews can't handle that. Tipped in front. Stopped there by Wool. Bennett. He had that taken away by Marner, who will flip it out back to center. 57 seconds left to go here in the third. Leafs are up by 2. Panthers doing everything they can. They'll dump it right back in. Carlo on it now. Carlo, he's getting forechecked. Panthers come up with the puck here. Verhaeghe back to the point. Jones shot blocked in front. Verhaeghe now. His shot stopped by Wool. Play back into the sideboards. Verhaeghe back on a shot blocked by Matthews. Barkov back with it. His shot off of Marner to the corner. Sent in front. Matthews clears it. Back in front. Marner stops that. And he'll flip it high back to center. Holmberg trying to jump on that. Jones gets it away from him. Marchand trying to play right back in. He's now in the Leaf zone. Sent in front. Cleared away by Carlo. Reinhardt spinning around a shot. Blocked. Holmberg chips it out. And that is going to do it. The Leafs will drag the Panthers back to Florida, as we will have another Game 7 for the Leafs. Let's go. Tkachuk, shocker with some activities after the whistle. But we will get a Game 7, because of course we will. It was written in the stars. And Joseph Woll with the first career playoff shutout. He was huge. Domi was huge. That first line came up to play. They showed up, which after last game, you could say, are they going to? Matthews, game-winning goal here in Game 6. Oh, fuck. It's always Game 7, isn't it? It's always Game 7. Well, Sunday we're either going to have our hearts broken or we're going to do something we haven't done in years. Yep, it's Game 7. It would be... I mean, let's be honest. Here, hold on. Let's change the period here. Shutout for Woll. Huge game for him. He was great. He was fantastic all night long. Let's be honest. We all knew this was coming. We all knew it was going to be a Game 7. We all knew. Especially after the Panthers crawled back into the series, we knew it was going to 7. Like, it's bound to happen. It was bound to happen. The Leafs, they had not lost 4 games straight in this season, in the regular season. They continue that trend in the playoffs here. We needed this one. I wasn't ready to take on the memes. Yeah, it's a big win for the Leafs because they... Look, did they dominate that game? No, I wouldn't say they did. But it was a close game. And the Leafs, they were right there with the Panthers the entire time. That's a big game for them. They showed that they can play with the Panthers, which, I mean, the only doubt, right, that maybe some people had, or at least Leafs fans had, is that the Panthers didn't start off the series well, and, you know, maybe they, you know, the rest that the Panthers had compared to the Leafs, even though it wasn't that much longer, maybe that hurt the Panthers a little bit, and then once they got going, it was difficult to stop them. Bam, shutout. Huge. That's a huge game for the Leafs. Huge game for Woll, who bounced back. You know, there was people saying that Woll should not play this game. He had a phenomenal game. I don't know why people were saying that Woll shouldn't play this game. That was just dumb. I don't really understand that whatsoever, but huge game for them. Oh. That was fun, hey guys? From what I've seen, I don't think Woll got injured the last second of Game 6 again. That's funny. That's funny. But that's also painful. You might want to wear that hat and jersey for Game 7. See, here's the thing. Do I want to say why? There was a specific reason why I wore this. I was also going to wear my Reverse Retro 1.0 jersey that had Marner. I'm sure you can maybe have a thought of why I would wear one of those two jerseys. This jersey, the primary color, the Marner jersey, the name on the back. So I might have to go with this one again. I usually like to switch up my jerseys. Yeah, I might have to go with this one again. I might just have to. Yep. So, hey, it's not an ugly jersey. Come on. What are you talking about? Oh, I said 1.0. I meant 2.0. Sorry, I meant 2.0. The 2.0 is not an ugly jersey. This one isn't an ugly jersey. I like this one, although I know a lot of people don't. 2004 Hurricanes had minor league affiliate with Lockwell Monsters and Cincinnati Cyclones. Cool. Call me crazy. I have hope again. They like to do that. They like to do that. They sure like to do that. Oh, fuck, man. Look, I was fairly confident they were going to win today's game. I just felt it. I felt they were going to win today's game. And you know what? You know what I'm feeling right now? Feeling a little confidence. Game 7, it's not going to be the end for the Leafs. It's not going to be the end for the Leafs. They're going to do it, man. This is going to be the one. This is going to be the one. I believe in them. They got this, man. They got this. Come on. Come on. Please, please, man, please. I need this so bad. It's one single thing that made me smile today. Good job, Leafs. Same here, brother. Same here. 2.0 is the best Leafs jersey in the history, but the black Leafs is ugly. I'll give that to you. Because the 2.0 is their best one, for sure. I think it's positive that Game 7 is on home ice. I scream top of lungs. Yeah. Yeah. That is everyone going to the game. Yeah. Oh, okay. I think we're going to end it here, though. Dude, it's 8:30. God damn it, bro. God damn it. That is going to do it for me. Thank you very much to everybody who stopped by, who chatted. I appreciate it. If you're new, which I'm gonna assume most people aren't, I should have done this type of stuff last game when they were getting fucking destroyed, and my stream had 20 people in it, because people love to see the Leafs just get absolutely slaughtered. Why this game started at 8 Eastern? Yeah, well, I think the one of the Panthers games, like Game 4, I think Game 3 started at 8 Eastern. Honestly, I'm actually okay with that, because it gives me time to actually get home and not have to immediately get ready for the stream. Because when it is at, I guess 7 Eastern, which is 5 p.m. my time, I literally get home and I have 5 minutes to get ready for a stream. I am cutting it close. So it's difficult. I'm glad that this one was a little bit later, and I'm glad that I think Game 7 is at 5:30 my time, which is, I guess, 7:30 Eastern. So I'm happy about that. See you Sunday. Go Leafs go. Maybe this time it's different. We can hope. We can hope. Game 7, let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah, like I said, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I'm going to go. See you guys on Sunday for a Game 7. Of course it's Game 7. It always had to be Game 7. See you next time. Bye.